Welcome to another video on my BeagleBoard with embedded Linux connected to network, serial cable and USB, also via HDMI to this monitor, which gives once again colors to get a headache, unusable, which is why I use VNC, virtual network computing, via the network cable. And the network cable is right here, USB to via converter to network. Also connected to fischertechnik rubber interface, ultimately controlled by the BeagleBoard programmed in Python. Controlling roller track or marble run, where I last time put this plate combination so it won't jump anymore right through, but that doesn't mean that things will run smoothly, because last time it clearly showed that here is still a problem. How to solve it is another one. Also I put now 1, 2, 3 LEDs, so I don't have to look at an oscilloscope to see whether things work or not. 2 chains, 1 to get it up to the start of the track, and 1 here from this circuit to put it right here, feed to the bottom of the track. How to continue? Well, hopefully all balls will pass through the final part of the track, and the question is if it passes all through here with currently 3 balls here and 1 ball here, will they all stay there? Because the angle right here is steeper than the angle right here, and is that fixable? That's what the focus is about. So let's see if the tests are nicer this time. So let's also power up this part and then run the tests. Right, software side, Minicom, serial terminal, camera pointed to, well, the lowest chain, diagnostic interface, which I haven't used for a while now, Python program, executable running, and decoder. And now the point is, how do I test? Well, apart obviously from running the decoder, let's take a ball and put it on this particular position, give it a go. That is not a very good result, so we go 1 level higher, go, and that stays there, not the way I want. And this is one latest modification, of course. So this modification makes sure that just like here and here, the track is in an angle, which might run better. So let's do it again. Right here, and go. And now it runs nicely. One thing which is then obvious is that here doesn't work nicely enough. So let's put it So the point is that here it is almost losing any speed it has. So how can we change that? And does it have any effect on this speed? Something to look into. So let's do that. A short test reveals that for this part of the track it doesn't really matter if it has speed or not, because when I give it here some kind of jump start, right down here it doesn't come any closer than this, and occasionally goes here, but usually it just ends somewhere here. So I'll have to deal with that, which means basically that I'm going to run and see if this plate which I created last time actually has the desired effect. So with that idea, let's run everything. That is not the desired effect. And see, one even rolls completely back. So yeah, that is very undesired. Yeah, I have to do something here, clearly, but how? And I also see something else. Although I elevated the axle right here with the pickle point, on this side it's actually even higher. So the angle is steeper and this pickup point lies higher. So I have to apparently modify it once again, or reconstruct once again, whatever you call it. The question is how to do that. Let's start with elevating this part and then see how we can do that. And actually both things. So how do you do that? This is 4 high, this is equally as high. So this is equally as high, and here it goes into angle, stays in angle, and then here is nearly flat. 7.5 degrees like here is not much. Although this angle here is also 7.5 degrees, so that does not matter. Only this beginning point is different. So what to do about it? Anyway, let's change this one. Right, I have elevated the lower chain, so let's run it and see how it works out. And then it is of course nice if all the balls are there to give some weight. Yeah, let's run the program again. Oops. Yeah, that doesn't go as intended. No. Yeah. Balls dropping. And this is slipping. So I have to take a link out. Or improve the whole situation with adding an axle here and moving it up here, which is actually a pretty good idea. Yeah, let's do that. Keeping it stable, making it stable. Alright, I have fixed the axle, but it still doesn't work as nicely as I would have liked. With a few balls in not so nice places. Balls going out. So I have to make sure I have enough balls, and then they are rolled back. So this angle still has to be improved somehow. But how? I think the best way is to improve things here. Although if you look at how the balls generally are running, this one is going nice, but the next one clearly is not going nice. That one is nice. Next one probably is also going nice. So the elevation and the fixing the axle was a good idea. That one is nice too. And that one rolls back, and that means that more balls will roll back. So there's a problem, not only here but here as well. And one ball goes out again. So it's not consistent once again. And this one rolls back and limits another one in its track. And yes, these are two chains that I took off that chain. And going, picked up, and that's how you get the ball. So the picking up has improved, but still two balls in the wrong place. The balls are not being ejected from here, so that's also good. And now it's kind of stuck here because of a ball that doesn't want to get away, and I'm losing balls again. what is happening now. This chain has stopped somehow. For some reason, and I don't know why. This chain is running. It's not hooked here, what you would expect. So why doesn't that do anything anymore? Only this one is running. So that's another mystery. Although I have one ball here. Oops. And another ball here. But the question is, why is that chain not operating anymore? Am I missing something? Oh, I miss another thing. Somehow. Neither of the LEDs is lighted. None of them. Now it is, but this is by manual force. So, see, now let's press the switch. And yes, it's not doing anything. So this is supposed to happen. And that's not working out. Yeah, now it's working out. And that's one thing. And going again for, and it hits. That's good. So that's a nice one. Alright, problem solved with the big chain. This gearbox for some reason had been pushed down, so it made no contact with the worm gear out of the motor. So I pushed it back into place and it worked again. So with that, everything works again. Except that, yeah, it works better, but not exactly the way I like to see it. Can I improve the lower track? Not quite sure, but I think I'll postpone that to next time. Now, anyway, a modification or reconstruction here. Mini tests, and I think I've come a bit better. Although what I've also seen now is that this isn't quite nice. This has to be up. This has been set down, and probably because of my action with this chain. It has to be up, so let's test it once more. And go. No, it's pushed out by the chain. And soon we'll have a ball, yeah, coming down, and oops, no, and it's not being picked up, neither is it now, and oh, that's no good. It's not being picked up. Okay, let me push it a bit forward then. No. Helping it. Okay, that's not helping it. Okay, push it on. Oh, and in the meantime I have here 4 balls. So that's not helping either. And one more dropping off. So no, it is not exactly the way I intended it. It's being pushed away and skipped by the magnet. Unfortunately. So here here I have to improve things, and here still, despite the change. And I think I will leave it at that for now. One thing that I should also take care of is the fact that it didn't go quite well, because the switches have to be impressed, or one of them anyway, in order for the whole thing to work. And that proved to be a problem now. So, issues to solve. And with that I say thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment or suggestion. You can also follow me via Instagram and Twitter. Please consider a donation via either PayPal or Wired. You can also choose to become a patron, and depending on the pledge you make, may have your name mentioned on my website and with my videos. This is going to be continued. Have a nice day. Oh, and by the way, see for more information under this video. Have a nice day, and bye bye.